State lawmakers kick off the new legislative session on Monday. They'll need to fix a major conflict, one with the potential to throw our upcoming elections into chaos.
If we cannot get those fixes completed, then literally the voters of Arizona might be disenfranchised as relates to the presidential election.
Maricopa County Supervisor Bill Gates says the problem involves a state law passed in 2022, which many expect will trigger more mandatory recounts in close races. Recounts after primaries could bog down the system and delay the printing of ballots for the general election. The chain reaction could create all kinds of other problems, including for military members overseas who may not get their ballots in time to cast them. Ultimately, it could cause county election departments and the state to miss crucial deadlines to certify the vote.
That hasn't happened before, Dennis. We're not sure, but we are concerned that literally Arizona's electoral votes may not be counted.
Gates and other leaders from Arizona's 15 counties are asking the governor and legislative leaders for help. They're calling for legislation, giving them more time to deal with the expected delays caused by potential recounts. One Capitol insider expects they can get this done even in a politically divided legislature.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get this done. We're not going to not seat electors. We are going to be the most watched state in the entire union. And so we want this election to go correctly.
Gates and others that I've spoken to said that those meetings with the governor and other state legislative leaders have been positive, but as of right now, no potential solutions have been agreed on. In the newsroom, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.